Final Libra read, which actually feels more like a Libra Scorp cuss, not a Libra Scorp cuss. I didn't say that right. Libra with Scorpio in your chart, or Scorpio with Libra in your chart. What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have another intuitive message. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Okay, somebody's getting ready to get gut punched because this is I see two people who are night and day. There's a few people in a scenario all together, or maybe it's just 4 different scenarios. Okay, you got somebody who has racing thoughts. Don't look for problems where there aren't any. Stop racing against the clock. What do you want? Somebody has racing questions. What do you want with me or from me? Sitting pessimistic on your backbone. What I get from sitting pessimistic on your backbone is someone knows that you love them and they're sitting pessimistic because they know you're strong for them. So while someone else, even though this person, you and this person together is like a burst of sound and color, real vibrant, and y'all come with a lot of laughter. Y'all like dispellers of all evil illusions or negative connotations of any kind. People, places, things. Y'all have that ability about yourself. You have a person who's mentally perturbed and as well as emotionally perturbed. And they're playing in your energy, and they're trying to speak to you telepathically. This gives me a female, or it could be a man in his feminine energy who's very jealous and insecure. You're saving your babies from Satan's power. You also have unborn children, and you're freeing them from bondage to protect your children. You're protecting your children. And you also got, Shaitan wouldn't be so aggressive against you if you weren't doing God's work or doing something correct for yourself that is God approved. You got Beyonce and Kanye West ego, so I see some union vibes. You have Monica, Why I Love You So Much. You also have Nicki Minaj, Did It On Him. This is it's a few different scenarios. You have Business by Tiana Taylor. I also have Quranic verses. I saw somebody's license plate. It quite literally said Dua, which is spelled D-U-A. And then it said 297. So I broke that down. I broke it down as many ways as I possibly could. So I started with the second. It's 114 chapters in the Holy Quran. So out of the number 297, I started with surah number 2, ayat number 97, and that is, whoever is an enemy to Gabriel should know that he revealed this Quran to you. He revealed this Quran to your heart by God's leave. It means he revealed this with permission, with God's permission. The second one I got out of it was surah number 7, ayat number 29, and it's like, this is God telling Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Say to them, Muhammad, my Lord enjoins justice, and that you set your faces aright at the time of at the time of every prayer. I'll say it again. My Lord enjoins justice, and that you set your faces aright at the time of every prayer, and that you call upon him exclusively, dedicating your faith to him. You shall return to him as you were created. And then the third one I got out of it is surah number 29, ayat number 7. Those who believe and do good deeds, we shall cleanse them of their evil deeds and reward them according to the best of their deeds. Then I got surah number 97 as a fourth one. That's Al-Qadr. That surah means power and fate. And that's the first revelation of what will become the Quran as it was sent down. And that Quran is what the Muslims recite during the last 10 days of Ramadan. That surah is better than 1,000 months. 1,000 months of blessings. 1,000 months of prayers. Praying during it's this one particular night within the last 10 days of Ramadan is when God descends and he sends a buku of blessings to whoever's praying on that night. That's why it's so critical where you hear Muslims talk about the last 10 nights of Ramadan. They don't know which night it is. They just pray their behinds off during those last 10 nights of Ramadan, which means you got your 5 obligatory prayers. You got supplicatory prayers, which are voluntary prayers around those 5 prayers. But this is talking about the third part of the night. This is after you pray all 5 of your obligatory prayers. This is after midnight or after Isha. If you're in the Quran, if you're in the masjid, which would be the house of God, the place of worship. It's either called a mosque or a masjid. If you're in there, which is, you could be a man or a woman. Men have to pray the 5 obligatory prayers. Women have a choice to pray in there if they want to, but typically the woman's place is at home. She's closer to her Lord at home. The man's place is in the masjid. He's closer to his Lord in the masjid, with the exception of extreme weather conditions. The point I'm trying to make is Surah number 97 is about power and faith. Just like Surah number 29 talks about strength. It's the faith. It's faith of sincere Muslims, and it admonishes those who are showing weakness in their faith, and it addresses those questions with some young men are facing in those days, like whose parents were urging them to abandon Islam and return to their ancestral religion. So some of us Muslims converted to Islam when we could have come from a Christian or Jewish background. You could have grew up Baptist, Catholic, any form of Christianity or any form or Judaism. And your parents are trying to deter you away from what you believe to be true, what you know to be true in your heart. Some of us went through that. But when I look at the part where it says showing weakness in the faith, you could have, if you're a new Shahada, what does that mean? Somebody who declares themselves to be a Muslim, you take Shahada, like a Christian who gets baptized. You declare yourself a Christian at that point. You know what I'm saying? And you take what's believed, what the Christian faith believes to be true, and you get baptized upon it as your oath with God. That's what a Shahada is amongst the Muslims. That's what it means. It's a twin testimony. That would be the first pillar in Islam. That means there is no God but God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. Muhammad doesn't take anything from Jesus, and Muslims do believe in Jesus. And Muhammad will be the seal of all the prophets, which means Jesus came before Muhammad. And Muhammad is the last one that God himself sent down, like he sent Jesus down. Okay, now that I felt like I had to explain all of that, I get the message that someone is speaking negatively against your character and they do not know you. Meanwhile, someone is like the person who's trying to connect with you telepathically. The one who's perturbed emotionally and mentally is the one that's talking negative about you. Someone has a box, a real pretty box. If you're in a connection, or if not, someone wants to gift you a box that looks really pretty like this. It has a piece of jewelry in it, whether it could be a bracelet, it's real expensive, it's real pretty, like somebody wants to gift you something nice. It can even be a box with a ring in it. But it has a very nice, pricey piece of jewelry in it. Someone picks up on where you're at in life, and you're attracting a lot of love. Needless to say, if I'm reciting all this Quran, it means somebody is getting gut punched as a correction for what they're trying to say against your character. This is obviously something somebody stands on, somebody who's factual, somebody who would be a king of swords or a queen of swords. Somebody who's about the truth. You just tell me the truth, no confusion, none of that. This is courage under fire, for real. What else? I only flipped 2 cards, and you got baby steps. Follow your intuition before it even makes sense. And you also got the great severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. This is what I get from you being a dispeller of a lot of illusions and negative connotations. You all right, baby? You keep sliding that chair around. You okay? You comfortable? Okay, cool. And this is somebody, I also hear the song, I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. Somebody has a sudden realization, or you both have a sudden realization that you got to do this part of your faith independently, meaning without each other. But it's like somebody is holding a torch for each other is holding a torch for the other person. Somebody thinks you look cute, like you're very cute. Like you're a beautiful person and someone thinks you're really cutesy with the things that you do, the etiquettes that you do. I'm going to get to that with this stuff. I'm starting with this stuff right now. I mean, these flipped over, but I'm going to put them back. Through prayer and meditation, I created a ripple effect of peace in this world. The obstacles or detours in the right direction. When I lean on faith of the Most High, peace becomes real. You don't even know this person is. You feel something off about somebody, but you're letting it ride, like you're dissociating yourself with them, and they're trying to punish you for it. It's real silly. Or let me not say the word silly, like it's not light. Don't take it light. Realize that somebody's unhinged and they trying to gravitate to your energy. So they're an agent of chaos. They're coming to you from the shaitan because you're doing something correct. That's why I recited those surahs, those particular ayats. If you want to go read them yourself, you are more than welcome to. And know that there's a book called the Tafsir, Tafsir. They further break down each verse from the Quran, for those of you who wish to study it on a deeper level. You can always refer to the masjid or a mosque and let them explain it to you as well. They can show you where to get that stuff from. My energy creates my reality. See how colorful that is? And you see there's two colors. It's two, but it looked like somebody's DNA connected. You see these white things that's connecting two people together because their auras match. This is what I was talking about in terms of you and a person who are very vibrant. You come in vibrance and laughter when it comes to each other. Like your energy match really well. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. And on the bottom, oneness is my true nature. It looks like an eye. I can see right through your soul. Your eyes are a window to your soul. But it kind of matched the other card. You see with the colors? Y'all see right through each other. You see each other in each other. I see a life with you. I see a man who is leaning on his faith, which would be the intuition. Instead of becoming angry to what didn't go his way, he's starting to realize something on his own 2 feet. He's starting his journey, his spirit. He's not reenacting, but he's reconnecting with God on a deeper level. This came out upside down. My fearless freedom lights up the world. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Well, I'm trying. I'm learning how to be. You see how this is a dispeller? This is somebody who's my Umi says, shine your light on the world. And you see that? You shine in darkness, even in the dark night of the soul, meaning intense shadow work. You still shine. Or this man still shines. There's a lot of energy around a man, as well as women. Somebody tries to use how you express your abilities against you. If she's telling the truth, this is you. You're not afraid. This is somebody who's learning to be unafraid. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. I mean, you cut through a lot of nonsense and through a lot of people's nonsense. Can't nobody come in your face and play. That's what that means. And now someone's mad because they can't perpetrate to you. And you have this. This is the last one. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. Meaning I know who my real friends are. That's a slap to somebody. But anyway, we could talk about your sexiness with this book. Like what somebody finds alluring about you. Somebody has a teenage daughter that is trying to go like in a business, like trying to go into show business. Could be a man or a woman. It could be anybody. Somebody has a teenage daughter who's naturally hilarious. She has great sense of humor, great personality, great spirit about herself. She wants to go into show business of some sort, whether it be stand-up comedy, play in movies. She wants to perform. She's a natural performer. Guardian of time. Superior mother. Where'd the time go? It's like you were just a little baby in my arms and time flies. It's like I'm not ready to let you go yet. This is somebody who with the baby steps and these two cards, you're called to follow your intuition even before it makes sense. And put your ultimate faith and trust in God. Start praying. Because your child is now of age where they can make their own decisions, and now it's like it's causing agony, and it's a little angering that your child does not want to stay close to home or something like that. Being a young lady, being that this world is sickening, it's like you really can't. I don't want to say the wrong thing to anybody who has a daughter or who's sensitive about their children. I'm sensitive about my children. But they wanna leave the nest. They wanna branch out. They wanna live their life. I'm not saying let them go get hurt. You can advise them as much as you want to. But what I didn't notice about this card is there's a bird on top of her. There's like a guardian angel over top. It's like she's praying for her child to be protected at all times, as we should. Vibrance and laughter. I see a lot of color, a lot of purple. See, totem of earth. I've known you had this talent since you were a child. I knew this day would come if you decide. Muse of hymns. This is a natural performer. This is somebody who gets it from their ancestors. It may not be the mother directly, but it could be like an aunt or the generation before her. So it'd be a grandmother or a great aunt who was also a performer, is what I get from this card. Meanwhile, you, what's beautiful? That was a message for somebody. Now, what's beautiful about you? You. Somebody is writing love notes or love letters to you. They want to find someone knows, obviously if they're writing you love letters or sending you love letters, they know where you live. So someone is sending you love letters. Come to me. Attracting like a rose. It's like when I met you, I could not resist you. I had to walk up to you and know your name. I want to know your name. Receive abundance and desires. I knew you were important. Like I knew you was it for me. Sub rosa. Clarified by sub rosa. So it's hidden in plain sight. Mysteries, learning and teaching. You're a whole blessing. Oh, okay. What I just heard, the same diamond in the rough. Like, you know how you see good in other people? Like these. Like you two peas in a pod. They see you the same way you see them. I can't say it. I don't say it, but I'm telling you now. I have a special way of sending you messages with this. Come to me. He's telling you, you belong to me. You belong with me, not to me. You belong with me. That goes back to somebody's faith in God. Something about, with some of the ayahs I told you before, something about doing good deeds. We will dispel the bad deeds and give you the good, bless you with blessings upon the best of your good deeds. So with this, You were hidden in plain sight. You're the one that's hidden in plain sight. Someone thinks the very highly of you. They think the world of you. They think they think kindly of you. We are nature, becoming grounded, embodiment, living in connection. It's like you both have the same ways about yourself. If you both don't have earth signs in your earth placements in your birth chart, trust the seasons. It goes back to somebody needing to do something independently. But I don't get that you feel sick to your stomach about it, because you know this isn't wrong. Embracing change, cycles changing, transition, growth. Someone's going to find out they're pregnant or going to get pregnant upon connecting or reconnecting. Rapture. Do I need to say more? It's almost look like a baby or something. Like, look at this part right here. Like, you see the person right there? I'm sorry. Let's right there. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. And that's clarified by the rose garden. So clearly, if you were intimate with this person, this is how this person remembers you. This person you could have lost your virginity to this person. Innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. This person is reminding you that they're not here to take anything from you. They want you to feel secure. They want you to trust them. Trust the seasons. It's like they made love to you. Remember that song? Was it Tank that made that song? Or Jaheim? Just in case I don't make it home tonight, I want to make love to you for the last time. That's what somebody did to you. Then you have morning dew, clarity, a fresh start. Somebody dispelled some bad energy off of you, just like making love to you. The Holy Grail, stop the endless searching and request. That's right, 2222 on the clock. This is the Holy Grail of all connections. This is your person. Y'all, release the petals. Transformation, death, rebirth, shedding, all change. I feel like you inspired each other to really man up about what you could be doing better. And that starts with religious structure. Okay? Now, that's for that storyline. Now, energetically, when I split the deck, this is, I guess, career. This would be the career focus part, if it's pertaining to career and not love. Heartbreak, rejection. People, this is Queen of Cups, and this is Three of Swords. This is somebody who was disappointed to see a good employee leave. They're really distraught about that, because this person probably been with the company for a long time, and you turn out to be a really good fit for that person. But this energy with the Queen of Cups. This is mature energy. Okay, this could be how the company felt about the person. The person could have went into retirement, and now they feel some type of way. It's like, we got to start the process over to build up somebody who is that great of an asset to the company, and now here you are. I don't want to say you have Sasquatch shoes to fill, but let's see some of the things. What are some of your strengths and weaknesses that they're going to learn about you? But I also feel like with that Queen of Cups, you're going to mend. A Queen of Cups is somebody who's healing, loving, nurturing, and compassionate. So you're going to treat your position or whatever your accountabilities are, you treat them with care. Like you raise children, you're going to be careful with and delegate with your responsibilities, accountabilities. And it's going to dispel feelings of heartbreak, rejection, ending. That's an ending. Someone who is sad to see someone else leave, or a little inconvenience to see someone else leave. Whoever the job position you're filling. the King of Pentacles. Hold up, let me clarify by the King of Cups. Hold on. Knight of Cups. Clarified by the Page of Swords. This is people who've been observing you. And you got recommendations. Yeah, you do. You have references. You have people on your side. You also come in, this is masculine energy. King of Cups. Great health, great wealth, mentality, emotionally in check. What this tells me is that you're emotionally in check with the pentacle. The earth and water dynamic balances out. How can I say it? You're quite the charmer. You're very charming. You're good with your words. And with the Knight of Cups is like moving forward in a very charismatic manner. And they're going to see that. You probably they already probably said something about you, and now they're watching. They're observing you. And this is also the card of contracts, research, contracts, due diligence. So they might be asking around about you, and this is what people say about you. That you hold your own. You're more than capable of getting the work done. Someone's really in their feelings in regards to hiring the right group of people, making sure it's the right group of people. They want long-lasting results. And here you come with the Queen. These are two people. These are two different people, two different masculine energies that probably says something in high regard of you, that says something in a positive light of you. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by Four of Swords. Yeah, someone's sad to see you leave. Okay, so if you're moving into a different position, the company, the people you work with, your higher ups, the leaders, they're sad to see you leave. Somebody feels like you're leaving before your time. Like we didn't get a chance to really see this person. We wanted to see this person go further in their opportunity, but if a better, like they don't, like what's clear, if you look at it from a spiritual sense, is like you're taking baby steps, you're taking action, you're following your intuition before it makes sense. You were led to go do something else before. You might feel like, I might be leaving this position or leaving a workspace before my time or before the schedule. What's traditionally the scheduled time to go ahead and transition to another. You might be jumping timelines quicker than you're ready to. Like bada bing, bada boom. Like, all right, you might have been just becoming settled, or you might have been getting settled in one position, and now you're called to go into another position. It's like, okay, you're better suited here. It opened up. Something happened. It's like God working in mysterious ways. It's making somebody angry. Okay? Or you might be getting a lot of aggressive energy on account of your newfound opportunities, but you're following your intuition before it makes sense. You're dispelling all negative somebody's negative bullshit is trying to reach you, and it's not happening because you're in retreat. Like, Seven of Pentacles in the upright is typically a fertility card. But what I also feel like with these two cards is like you're in retreat, like you're protecting yourself from anything that can cause you pain, because what comes before the Four is the Three of Swords. So I also get that whoever's trying to talk to you telepathically, with that, when I split the deck with that Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups, someone is like overly attached to you. Because you have a nurturing energy about yourself, and someone is feeling rejected, that they cannot penetrate you, they cannot control you. That's kind of stupid. Sorry. And in my opinion, that matters. Okay, I'm just telling. Just read the messages. Just read the messages. Okay. That sounds stupid to me. But you kind of pulled yourself back from somebody. You might have been trying to invest in a friendship or in a business or in a company or whatever it is you were investing in. It was not good for business or something. Tell me more. Knight of Wands. Look at your energy. It's very sprightly. You're a burst of energy. Like it's fireworks when you come around. Like you light up people's day. And that's where, here we go. Look at that Seven of Swords in reverse. You see that? They can't hide it, man. Somebody is mad. They're made to be exposed. The Seven of Swords in the upright is secretive. When it's in the reverse, it's like they're forced to admit their fault. So if they tried to fuck up your opportunities or fuck you up in the process or be overly attached to you, like unhinged energy, they got it bad, man. They got it bad. It's almost like that horse is going back to that person. And sometimes if you look at it spiritually, the Knight of Wands sometimes can be a djinn to me. You can see how that horse is going back to her, or your sprightly ass positive energy is pushing this person back on their heels. You probably pushed them on their back. They fell on their back, not their heels. And you're in retreat. It's because you're not responsive, unresponsive. When I look at the Four of Swords, I see unresponsive. It's like relationship deferred is not going to work out for both of us. Someone appears to have a good fight. You stand up for what you want. And you stand 10 toes in what you believe. Nine of Wands. It's the good fight. And then you got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. This could be a child too. If you got a child with fire sign placements, they're trying to stand their ground for their will against your will. That's not happening. They're getting exposed. Every time they try to do something deceptive or sneaky, they get outed. This is God's way of exposing them. Meanwhile, you got another kid that's a Knight of Wands that's just doing great. Like he's just like the cat's meow right now. Like it's fireworks. So you see this person is at their all-time high performing. They're performing at their peak level for whatever their age is. And you got this one just wanting to just be on another way. They're just on another page, like being arrogant. You see this child with her hands in her ears is like, yeah, this child has the same potential because they're colorful and vibrant too, but they're using it to be a little childishly arrogant. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You're not having it. Somebody is trying to plant roots or put roots on your family. You're performing rukyas. Rukyas is what you see with the exorcist of Emily Rose, how they have to bring a pastor in there to pray over her. That's what a rukya is. When there's an attachment on you or you've been taken over by a jinn. You're not having it. You got strong spiritual faith and you're shrewd in business. Like somebody's going to see you as a ray of light. This looks like Phoenix rising. Somebody has strong-willed. They get it from their mother. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. Like if you got kids in different age groups, or you're intelligent in a way where you can speak to people at any age. Like you're very intelligent in a way where you can take it down based on where somebody's intelligence or education stops. Somebody could have an education level that stops at like 6th grade or something like that. You can level with them. Or high school, you can level with them. But wait, what else? What else? Ten of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Swords. I feel like you got healing energy. I feel like you got abilities. You have natural home remedies in the form of a human being. You are a natural home remedy in the form of a human being. So you can take after your ancestors a lot. You know how to dispel anger. So if you got an angry ass kid that's blowing a fuse every other day, getting in trouble all the time, you have what it takes. But I feel like if you were going through changes with someone at work, or going through changes with with your children at home, or if you're going through changes, or if it's just beginnings. Page of Wands is a great introduction. You're off to a very vibrant start, great introduction. And then it goes to the Knight of Wands. So something is progressive. Then it goes into the Queen of Wands. Something's being exposed about what was said against you. 9 of Pentacles. And yep, that's clarified by the Tower. Okay. How you show up, once they meet you, they know what's a truth versus a lie. It's a dispeller of negative connotations. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? You and whoever else speaks on you, speaks highly of you, these 2 kings. Someone spoke up, someone defended you in your absence. And that infuriated somebody else. And it's like the worst of it is over. It's almost over. It's like you ended it for somebody. It's like it's a very painful ending for some, but the worst of it is over. So this could have been going on for a while. Someone's been plotting. Obviously, a 7 of Swords is plotting and scheming, strategizing. Oh, that shit didn't work. I feel like if something attempted to be a jab at you, you were in retreat the whole time. You didn't even take it that way. Maybe somebody thought they had one up on you. Ace of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. Wait, the Ace of Cups is on the bottom of that. What's on the top? Chariot. This is God working in mysterious ways. When people were playing with opportunities or playing with your character or just assassination of character behind your back. Whether you have fake friends, whether you live somewhere, whoever you do business with, where all of the places you do business with. So that would be a landlord or somebody you live with or do business with, and where you work at. Could be an issue. Could have been an issue. You got 2 aces on the board. That's good news. The Ace of Pentacles clarified by the 2 of Cups. So, like I said, you're a dispeller of any kind of pain, rejection. You come with healing abilities, okay? And you showing up as a Queen of Wands. Like, somebody's mad they can't look at you no more. They're not going to be able to look at you for too much longer. You're going to be around a whole nother set. You're going to be in a whole nother company. And they're going to get to reap the benefits of your good nature. It's not even about what you look like, even though you just so happen to look really well. You're easy on the eyes. But this is going to be, they're going to see that this is a nice fit. Like somebody's going to feel emotionally secure with you, and you're going to feel emotionally secure there. So you could have been feeling like where you're moving on from, like you're jumping timelines. Like this is God propelling you forward. Whenever there's a major arcana, it's a spiritual journey. So you're led here. You're led to go a different way. And this is solar plexus chakra. Health. Okay? Your ability to diffuse stress. You only do what makes you happy. Ace of Cups is the best. Like you sought guidance and you're going where you're trusting where you're led. You're taking action on where you're led. Even the Chariot talks about, I don't know where I'm led to go. I don't know which way to go, but I know that I have to move on from where I'm coming from. Now the Chariot follows the Lover. So this is like following your North Node, being true to yourself, doing what's more of a compatible fit for you. And you got a lot of people backing you with all this horsepower. You got a lot of army of angels. Like you're walking by faith, not by sight. Like you're not even, it's not like if something blew up in your face, you didn't get angry about it. I just think you just like, okay, it's okay. And that's exposing whoever you see, that's exposing their true fit. Whatever your upgrades are. Somebody's mad. You hear that motorcycle? Whoever's feelings become exposed and they start to look like this. They go from this to this. That's who it is. Not that it matters, but you know who to watch out for. And you stood your ground. Even though I feel like this was this person constantly plucking up against you. This is why I think the person's unhinged. Or whoever it is, whoever's the mastermind, they're unhinged. Because the 9 of Wands is like the good fight. This is somebody who's been beat down too many times, but What the fuck they got to do with you? It's like, if you're so anointed, you be able to anoint me. Uplift me like I would uplift you. I can uplift you, but technically I can't, because the Lord guides whom he wills. If he wants you to sit there and experience karma because you came against me, well, you don't know what was said behind your back. Okay? You don't know what secret conversations people had, what secret meetings people had. You don't know who was plotting against you. I don't see the Eight of Swords out here, but the Seven of Swords is here. Somebody lied and played straight in your face like they was something, like they was for you, and they really not. And this is you coming in like a breath of fresh air. Like you're in a trance. Like I feel like you put people in a trance. You see how that background looks? And if you see the hand above, this is blessings upon you. Okay? This is the sweet smell of fragrance. That's Jenna. That's heaven. The heavens. Okay? This is God's mercy and protection on you. That's why you show up like that. That's also why somebody loves you. You love you. Nine of Pentacles is independent. You have love. You know that you're protected. You know that you trust. You walk by faith and not by... There's a big deal about faith in this reading. Whether it got something to do with love, work, or just companionship. And family. It's like touching on a little bit of everything. Hold up. I got two cards of the Knight of Wands is in here twice. Seven of Wands. Somebody tried to play fire with you. Well, I got the same card in here twice. That's interesting. But that happened for a reason. Somebody want to go fight toe-to-toe with you and can't. They can't. You got too much going on by yourself. Okay? Can't nobody mess with somebody who is protected like this. Like, I'm going to give you more blessings. Or somebody thought they could mess up that little bit. It was a test. You came as a test for somebody. So if God let them see a little bit of anointings of you, like something real small and minuscule, they tried to dismantle it. And that was a test for them. It's like, see, you're not ready. You're not humble enough. Okay? And now I'm going to watch you. I'm going to make you watch me bless this person. Okay? Whatever you thought you could steal, and you're in a trance. Somebody's kind of obsessed with you too. They're a little mesmerized with you, but anyway, you're immersed. Some people would say they're covered. You know, I don't say that on this channel because I have a different route of faith. I feel like it's a more accurate route of faith. But I don't disrespect anybody's faith. But that's what this is. They want to cry because they're jealous. Look at that. Pick up your feelings. Now they're forced to retreat in hermit mode. You gotta seek inner wisdom. And that looked like footsteps. Remember the famous painting that has footsteps? Well, I only see one pair of footsteps. Because when I was walking with you, I was carrying you. It says something to that effect. And it's going towards the sunlight. But this is really calling you to walk by faith. Go inside. Walk by faith, not by what you can take from somebody. Not by sight. There's a valuable lesson in that. So what does somebody think is so cutesy about you? Let me say, what you like, what this person, I'm going to tell you what somebody found really, really cutesy in regards to you. I like how calm, you come with a lot of calming energy. Just seeing you, I don't know if they see you pray or not, but they see you in a space where you're definitely tranquil, in a space of peace and a space of tranquil. And that's a tower for somebody. It's like, I know what's missing out of my life. And you notice the thing with the sun. You see how it's coming down onto this person. How you just got a strong friendship. This person likes the way you sing. Maybe you sing to them. This person likes the positive messages. You have a unique way of teaching people how to tap into their higher self, their frequency. It's like you affect the way you deeply impact people's life. Sometimes people hate you for it, but you can't really apologize for being you. There's Soaking in the bathtub. If you haven't bathed this person knows that you're capable of being like romantic. This person likes that about you. This match, this card right here. Burning bowl ritual is about letting go what no longer serves me. Let go of all the people, places, things that I was holding on to anger, and now they're softening to love. They're softening because you're teaching them something. You're showing them there's a better way to get your point across. This person is very captivated and just has a high regard, deeply respects you because they have a sudden realization about you. And I think this is it. Okay? You see how the hand is above and just blessing this person with flowers. It's like if God gives this person flowers, who am I to tell them they ain't shit? Not that the person did that, but you actually match wits with somebody too with the 2 Knight of Wands there. But the Great Severing is like you're softening to love. You may love somebody, but you're mad at them, and you show a lot of anger towards somebody. Now they're not doing that no more. They're softening to it. It's like, okay, these are my feelings, and then let me deal with them accordingly. Following my intuition even before it makes sense. Someone also feels very good about you with pleasure. The number 40 is on this card. It's like, oh yeah, well this has a number 7 on it, like the Chariot. You see that? Even the Chariot card is red. Moving forward, okay? I have this burning passion to propel forward because this person comes with a lot of support. A lot of angelic support. You see that? That's cool. I never looked at it that way before. But it's also, the Chariot is also clarified by the Most High. The Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. This person, no disrespect, but the person feels really good about what you look like. Okay? You could, even if you're a mature woman, if the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, like, this is somebody who look better than most people. You look really good, and they pleasure themselves to you. Now they're revamping their life. Like, let me just put this all together. Like, this is somebody who know what they want. I know who I am. And let me just let the anger go so it don't block my blessings. Somebody think that's cutesy. They think you cutesy. So a lot of admiration. So when I picked up the bottom of this deck, you got the nine of Wands. It's like, this person is going to tire themselves out. They're aging rapidly. They don't realize how old they look, much older because they're a grudge holder, and it's turning them mentally crazy, mentally sick. The Seeker. I feel like you're done with that. You can't hang around people like that. I don't think you're afraid to tell people you're not afraid to hang. You're not hanging around people like that. Yeah, you're going in a different direction. Like, you cannot tell me nothing about what God said. Like, you're something. There's something wrong in the book. There's something a little not clicky upstairs. It looks like this is like the person's telling you you ain't shit. I'll tell you one thing though. Where your new start is, you're going to be well received. You may be nervous. Don't be nervous. You're going to be well received. Leave the cranky people to the sea. The Star, well received. Queen of Pentacles. So you're receiving, because you're very grounded and mature, but you put this with abundance planning. This was a smart move for you. You're making your next move your best move when you look at that together. With the Star, okay? Angelic, a healer, someone who's healing. That's awesome. That's your favorite thing. Oh, you just had to come out. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. That's my calling. You look good, whoever you are. Okay? This is how you're going to be received. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles match the King of Cups, King of Pentacles. Hey, you got 2 suits on the board. Tell me about the 2 suits on the board. Is this one person to the next? Is this the 2 Knight of Wands? I feel like the 2 Knight of Wands that was on the board, these 2, I got duplicate cards like this. I don't know where that came from. Eight of Cups. Somebody's moving away. They made a clear, concise decision. We can agree to disagree. Hold up. Hold up. You got a crescent moon in both of them. You see that? See that crescent moon? And then you look at that. If you can see it, that's a crescent moon. You see it? It's dark, but right there is a crescent moon. You're invited to come somewhere. To move away from conflict. To move away from opposing opinions. Okay? Yeah, there's a betrayal that you didn't even realize was a betrayal. And you're being rescued from it. 10 of Pentacles. 10 Pentacles. So you get the 10th Pentacle as you move on from faith. You take the first step, I got you. 10 Pentacles is waiting. The 10th Pentacle is waiting for you. That's definitely more balanced energy. There's no anger. There's not going to be no anger. Everything's balanced. That's balance of masculine and feminine. That's yin-yang energy. Queen of Wands. Again, you got her twice. Yes. Look at her. She's saying yes. That is a person. Yes. Someone's asking your hand in marriage. You see that? If you feel it how I feel it, yeah. Someone's going to ask your hand in marriage. You're going to smile and say yes. Somebody think you look like a little kid. You see how she's smiling? Yes. And what's on the bottom? Ace of Cups. Yes. Now you got the Ace of Cups twice. Told you, somebody feels defeated. They tried to talk down to you. Piece of shit. Now they got to go retreat. Or they just know they was too big for their britches and you too big time to be caught into, to be stuck in the likings. Or to be caught in, you don't want to let nobody disrespect your anointings. You know better. All right, so yes, to answer the question, yes, that is. You got somebody waiting for you. Hold on. You got somebody waiting for you. Yes. You got somebody waiting for you. That's something already established. Now you're going into a higher calling. Yes. Hey, throw that one right up there. Yes. Put it in God's hands. And after that, 8 of Cups, you walking towards the sun. That burning bowl ritual, like I just showed you. Okay? I release, I forgive. Now I'm walking towards my happiness. I'm walking towards the sun. This is a pursuit of happiness. Courage under fire. High Priestess. Justice. Hierophant. Stop it. Ace of Swords. Stop it. Now the tower wants to fall out. Yes. Page of Swords. You have to learn something. You learned something. You signing a new contract. And you learning something. This is a marriage contract and a business contract. With the Page of Wands. Somebody's going to ask you to marry them. Or ask you to sign a contract. Would you be willing to come with us? Yes. And you can thank God. You can thank the Most High. You're going to be so happy. Look how he's smiling. It looked like Stairway to Heaven. Ace of Swords. You got the premonition. You got the clarity. Like, he's going to tell you, he's going to be speaking through you. I feel like you was in a devil's playhouse, and you're leaving from that. That's a tower. It's going to be a tower for somebody. I see the blades of glory. The end where she broke her necklace and made him trip, and he broke his ankle off of one of the beads from her necklace, and they switched it around because he was supposed to carry Jimmy McElroy to do the Iron Lotus, and he was like, we'll switch places. He was like, I swear to God, if you cut my head off. He said, wait a minute, they switching around. It looks like they're going to switch it around to do the Iron Lotus. Remember, Jimmy McElroy's small, but he did nothing but biceps and triceps. He worked on he got that quiet strength, that quiet confidence. So that's a sign for somebody. They look tiny, but they're very fucking strong, both emotionally and physically. Yeah, and financially and spiritually, because there's wands on it. There's 2 Queen of Wands on the board. Yeah, yes I do. I'm matching your energy. They match you, which is one's a man and one's a woman. That's the only part that just clarifies that one's a male and one's a female. But when he switched it around, you see Chaz Michaels, Will Ferrell's character was chubby. And he was like, it don't look like he gonna be able to lift this man. The Iron Lotus where he's lifting him, he said the crowd went crazy how they switched positions. He said, okay, they nodded to each other like, okay, this is a call of faith. Trust your intuition even before it makes sense. Notice all they did was argue. They hated each other because it was an underlying sense of jealousy from Chaz. It's like, pampered Richie. Rich, you always been spoiled your whole life, not knowing that this man dumped him when he tied a competition with Chaz Michaels. He had no idea of all of that. You know what I'm saying? He just thought, you're privileged and I grew up hard. I grew up rough. They just as talented. They both match each other. Like, they both got a lot of awards and accolations and stuff like that. And when they switched around and he started, and Jimmy McElroy lifted his ass like it was nothing. Nonetheless, he lifted his ass like it was nothing, or whatever. And they was spinning around, and the Iron Lotus require you to flip the other person up, and you got to do some kind of like on ice skates. He had to do some kind of designer thing with his legs where he's like twirling on he had to do a flip while this man is in the air and land on his feet and then land and catch Chaz Michaels by the time he got low enough. Watch the blades of glory at the end, the Iron Lotus. And he caught him, and he thought he was like, he thought he was going to die. Like, his blade missed his neck by like a hair. But he did it. And needless to say, the person is small in stature, but come with a lot of horsepower. They do. They come with a lot of strength. Multiple, well-rounded strength. Okay, I just had to explain that because I hope I explained it right. But just go watch that movie. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.